Hello everybody and welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, then my name is Stephanie and this is a channel that shows how me and all of my 24 other personalities coexist peacefully for the most part. Today we have Bella making a cake. She's very shy and nervous, so I decided that I would do the voiceover. So first she's adding the butter and the sugar into a bowl nicely and then mixing. Unfortunately, I haven't bought her all the proper stuff for baking yet, so she has to do it all by hand. I'm sorry, Bella. So she's just mixing, big lump, basically. Look at that little face, she's so cute. So she's putting some arm into it now, really mixing it in there. The trick is, apparently, she said that you need to make it white and fluffy so that you mix all of the oxygen into it or something. I don't know how to bake. So another thing is that Bella does a lot of baking on the inside, so she doesn't actually need any scales or anything to do baking, which is quite cool. Next, she is adding in the eggs, making sure there's no shell in there. Mixing again. Showing you a nice view of what she's making there. Looks disgusting so far, but let's see what she does. She's making it into like this nice thin mixture, and then she adds the self-raising flour. Again, she doesn't need to... Oh, she made a mistake. She doesn't need the scales, but she made a mistake. Oh, she forgot the vanilla. Bella, I am in shock. So she goes ahead and adds the vanilla however much she sees fit, and then she can go in with the flour. Look at that little face, she's so proud of herself. Added in the flour. She said to me, in this bit you don't mix it in roughly, you do it very gently, otherwise you're going to get all of that oxygen that you've just beat into the butter and the sugar, and you're going to get rid of it, which is not what you want. So she's just folding it in. That's what she told me to say, folding it in. That's how you do the flour. So she just does it gently and gently until it's all mixed in. I probably made this but the video too long. She said that she would video herself and then I could do the editing and the voiceover because she's a bit shy of that bit. So, my bad, guys, my bad. But anyway, now she's moving on to food colouring. Ooh, so she likes to add a bit of a colour to all of her baking. This time she's splitting the mix into two. And she's adding blue to one and red to the other. So she's just adding a bit of blue to one of the bit of mixtures and she'll mix it in. And then she'll do the same for the other one with red. I like the little facial expressions she pulls while she's baking. It's adorable. This didn't really come out as a dark blue. It was more of like a... What kind of thing would you call it? It's like a very, very light teal. Let's go with that. And this one's more of like a pinky red than anything. So next she's getting butter. I didn't have any of the proper baking butter, so I apologise. But she's getting the butter. She's mixing it around the tin to make sure that it doesn't stick. There you are. Very buttered up so that nothing sticks. And she's going ahead and pouring in the mixture. First she does the blue. Oh, bit of nice reflexology techniques like right there. She's trying to smooth out the batter. Is it batter? I don't think it is. What is it? I don't know. Cake batter. Maybe it is. I don't know anything about baking. Anyway, now she's getting a little straw, Stitch straw. Obviously, you can see that we are obsessed with Stitch, mainly me. And she's making these little squiggles in it. She didn't want to go for a marble cake, but anyway. Oh, okay. This is her checking in the oven to see if it's ready. She poked her knife through. Wasn't any batter. I'm just calling it batter. I don't know. And she's popping it out of the tin. She nearly dropped it. Nearly burnt herself. Anyway, she's putting it on the rack to dry. Let's let it dry over here. Is it dry? It's more cool down, isn't it? Jesus Christ, I'm useless with baking. Anyway, so she's trying not to burn herself. Ignore the kitchen background. We've got a towel out. We've got some kitchen towel because, you know, we just did a food shop that day. Anyway, now she's making some icing. Now, the problem is I didn't have many ingredients for the icing. So let's see what she does, really. So she adds a bit of butter, goes right in with the icing. I don't have a sieve, so she couldn't sieve the icing. Again, I apologise. I need to update my kitchen with the right necessities. So she's just pouring in some icing. when she can. She couldn't even open it, bless her. I do wrap these things up quite tight when I'm cleaning. And she goes ahead and starts mixing the icing together. Oh, you can see that she's added some blue. I think she forgot to record that bit. Oh, there's a dog. There's a Coda. Hi, Coda. Bella is not the biggest fan of Coda, but she didn't want her on the sides to be able to eat anything, so she kind of just scooched her across so that she would fall down. She's a big dog. She can handle it. And she goes straight in with putting the icing into the piping bag. So we have a dog called Coda. Not all of the personalities are the biggest fan of dogs. They have nothing against them. They would never do anything to harm them. They just necessarily don't go up and pet her constantly and things like that. But they all love her, and they will all make sure that she's safe and well because she is our little baby. So she's just she's putting it into the piping bag, ready to pipe it. As you can see, it's quite thin. We didn't have enough icing sugar to make it the thickness that we wanted. So she's going ahead, she's putting it in the piping bag, but we'll see what she does because it's not thick enough. So she's getting the cake. She's going to plop it on top, hopefully. Yeah, she's doing a nice little... Another one. Oh, satisfying, huh? And at this point she realizes she fucked up. You know, there's not enough thickness to the icing, so she's just doing dollops all over so that it gets an even amount everywhere. We don't have any of the attachments to make pretty patterns and things, but I don't think it would have worked with this thickness anyway. She goes in with a little knife, a safe knife, and just spreads it all over. So, little interesting facts about Bella. Obviously, recently the girls have finally decided that they would like to, present more and teach the world about DID. So this is the first video. So Bella is 14 and she loves to bake. And here is the cake once the icing is on top. She's allowed it to drip down the sides to make a little cool pattern. She didn't want a big slice to try, so she makes a small cut, not quite in the middle. Just a small slice. And Lana's OCD is going crazy because she's saying that it's not perfectly cut. It's all messy, but oh well. Sorry, Lana, you can enjoy cleaning later. And here is the cake in slow-mo. Look how fluffy it is. Oh, and I can confirm that it tasted good. So this is the cake when it was done. Some of the icing is falling through, and the cake was delicious. So this was Bella's cake. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.